Hello, welcome back to another video of the Soulstone server. Today I decided to take a break from making the Titan Hunt guides. I still have few characters left, but I decided to take a break and make a video about Unholy Cathedral because I kinda like this mod and I'm pushing it off camera, so I decided might as well make episode of it and show how I push further. Of course, 190 is nothing crazy, but I'm slowly pushing further. I'm still at the point where I don't really need to strategize much. I kinda go with the random skills I'll show you in a second. So I will go with the Legionnaire because it's my lowest character currently. Unholy Cathedral, characters max ritual. Yeah, so the lowest 98 is for the Legionnaire, so I will push the Legionnaire. For the weapons I usually pick the one with the movement speed. Legionnaire doesn't have really much movement speed from the weapons, only 10%. That seems still something. And for the runes I go with the Omnipotent and Reroll Mastery. And no matter of less because I don't really have anything else to pick, so might as well get some extra materials. And for the major runes I go for the Synergetic, Beast Fortune, Embrace and Elemental Flow. That's kinda core of the build because I focus on the damage over time. And on advanced tactics kinda synergy as well because I tend to pick fast attacking skills and the brittle is kinda good for those. So let's try and we'll see whether I will kill the boss or not.
This place hides many things.
At this point, if I get lucky with the skills, the boss isn't really that hard still. But if I don't get lucky with the skills, I will probably not have enough DPS and I will need to surrender. Because the first phase of the last boss is kinda DPS check. Although with the Legionary Ascension it shouldn't be that hard. Although at this point the enemies, the bosses start to hit hard enough that the minions die pretty fast and minions are kinda useless. So that's also why I want to be picking summons for the last phase of the... Okay, so for the skills I focus on the fast attacking skills or the skills that will attack multiple times, like 10 projectiles from the spread shot, Arcane Rift, spawns the twice per second the overlapping area, so both of them are good. Of course I banish the block and the armor because it don't really matter if I get hit, I will be pretty much one-shotted. I banish the Leviathan of course because movement is very important in here to dodge easier. And I banish the extra XP because we just don't have enough time in each stage to make use of extra XP. Later on I will probably also banish slow on hit and the synergy for the burn to slow. And other than that, I mostly focus on the negative effects, so Doom, Bleed, Burn, and Burn, Bleed, Poison, and Doom. And if I can, I can also get the Disarray because it's nice damage multiplier. For this phase of the first 3 phases where I just fight normal bosses, minions are still fine. They won't die that fast. However, the last boss
The beast grip
leaves the
weakens.
damage over time on the ground and it kills the summons pretty fast. So for the big passives I go for the max HP and movement speed. And for the skills, the usual, I go for the fast attacking. So minions will also work. I keep the rerolls for the last phase, so I won't be using rerolls in here, even though when the skills I get are kinda bad. I guess let's take okay, 3 stack skills. I guess stacking slow will be the easiest. Archers are fine. And others, I guess twin impact, fragility, and I think it hits multiple times if I remember correctly. And I guess this one will spawn the Fire Nova, Firewalk for Fire Nova, so it will hit also multiple times. So that's how I push the Unholy Cathedral. I'm not sure how far I will be able to push this way, but it's kinda fun because with the Omnipotent you have every possible skill available, so
Strength all over.
pretty much each match is different, so you don't feel like you are farming same thing all the time. So personally I don't get bored of that. I have fun, much more fun than pushing the Titan Hunt sigils.
My brothers are with me.
Okay, okay, there's the last guy. For the Legionnaire, its ascension is definitely very strong. Some of the characters' ascension are pretty useless,
Stronger, faster, and unbeatable.
although I don't think I banish any of them. All of them will help at least a little. Unlike in, for example, Titan Hunt, where some of the ascension just take so long to spawn that Titans are dead before you are able to use the ascension. So ascension is kinda useless.
Coursing through my veins.
That's why I have more fun in the Cathedral than the Titan Hunt.
Seals broken.
And the matches are also
The
much
ritual
faster,
bleeds.
usually around 10-15 minutes. Yes, I keep rerolls for the so-called big passives and also to rerolls skills for the last phase. And until then, I just take whatever seems the best, whatever has most amount of the hits, or maybe very low cooldown, or is a minion, so it will also attack multiple times. Because so far the normal bosses, the Void Lords, are still squishy enough that I don't really need some very good, very well thought out build to deal with them. Although for the last boss, because of the DPS check, I definitely need to focus on getting good skills. So it's kinda mix of the luck. Oh, what the fuck? It's kinda mix of the luck and knowledge to know what skills are good to pick what skills to avoid.
I needed such power.
But honestly, mostly the luck. Sure. So because you have the element of flow doesn't work on the Doom. So bleed, poison and the burn will take priority over Doom. But Doom still is pretty good. Okay. That's what I thought, that I will not be able to dodge that. But I should be fine with the one resurrection left for the last boss. Okay, let's take some HP. Okay, now after 3 cycles, now we take the skills for the last phase, so those are important. Play Siphon is very good, because it hits 5 times per second, also applies weakness. Drilling Rig would be normally good, but minions will die very fast in this this deep. QT Bomb BD could be nice. And I guess I will take Earthquake instead. Reroll. Okay, Sanctified Orb is decent, it will hit a few times, that also apply Dazed. Reroll. Bloody Soul. Actually, now Bombadi with the Bloody Soul would be a good combo. Firestorm. And Weakening Shot, it doesn't say, but the area, smoking area on the ground it leaves, it hits multiple times, I think twice per second, and it lasts for 3 seconds, so also pretty good skill. The Exposed unfortunately doesn't work on the damage over time, like Bleed and Burn and so on, but still will give us some extra damage. So for this phase, what I usually do, if it's possible, I reload the Ascension, but I'm not using it, I leave it for the last boss to activate it right at the start of the last phase. Now that I don't really need to save rerolls, I also will reroll when I don't see anything good. Okay, those are nice. Yeah, so I won't be triggering the last Centurion. I'll leave it for the last boss, and right at the start of the battle I'll activate the Ascension to hopefully nuke the boss as fast as possible.
For power, use it well.
I need to get rid of those tentacles. I'm not sure how it was. Sometimes I'm able to dash through the laser and not get hit,
Let's move.
and other time I feel like when I have a lot of the movement speed I'm able to dash through, and when I kinda slow I'm not able to dash through without getting hit, which doesn't really make sense because the movement speed doesn't affect the distance of your dash anymore. It used in the past, but not anymore. Okay, my DPS isn't kinda crazy, So I'm not sure if I will have enough DPS for the last boss, but maybe the Ascension will have and will be enough. Okay, now I'll just get close to the last minion,
Just you and me now.
and I activated the Ascension as soon as the fight starts. You can do the same with the, for example, Pyromancer, Sentinel, and a few other, Demon Hunter, First Captain. Okay, the DPS should be enough to push to the next phase, and in the next phase I don't really need to worry about DPS anymore.
Hold tight. I needed such
Yeah, as you can see, all of the minions are already dead, but I still have the DPS boost from the Ascension itself. That's why I'm not taking any minions for the last phase, because they die from the damage pools just too fast. Okay, now I should be able to push to the next stage. Well, not the next stage, to kill the boss and push to the next floor. It will take a while without the Ascension. I can.
threat to the bones.
Okay, now it should die quite fast. I need to focus the tentacles, because those are pretty much the only thing that can actually kill me. Because it's easy to dodge the attack of the boss itself. Guess burn damage
My
will be
brothers
better.
are with me.
It was quite easy with the Legionnaire, kinda carried by the Ascension. But I got decent skills as well, the other boost with the Dazed, Exposed and so on.
If Titan blood opens the sacred
Quite fast run
portal,
as well,
I'll
9 minutes
gather
usually, it's
every last drop.
my average is around 12 minutes I think. Yeah, as you can see, the most damage was the Ascension, 4 times more than next skill, so definitely carried by the Ascension. And that's another floor. I might make more episodes, because I play this mode anyway, so I might as well do it on camera instead of the camera. So if you are interested in seeing more of those, let me know in the comments. Also let me know in the comments if you also want to see my file attention, or just if I actually will be able to kill the boss and push to another, because sometimes it takes 2-3 runs before I actually get decent enough skills. So that will be all. Have a good day, and goodbye.